Hi, hello bachcho. Welcome back to my channel Maths Lageraho. In today's class, we will see integration 6 marks. Next property, dear students. What they had asked you see here. Prove that integration 0 to 2a f of x into dx is equal to 2 into integration 0 to a f of x into dx if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x. 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. Very easy property, dear students. Easily you can prove that. So already you know the one property which I had already solved. So using that we can prove this one. So which property it is? So now see here, which property I will write here. We know that, or we have that property. If you have not seen this property, please go and see my previous video. You will understand which property it is and how to use this one. So now see here, property I will write here, integration 0 to 2a f of x into dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of x into dx plus integration 0 to a f of 2a minus x into dx. So this is the property which I had already proved, and I will call this as equation number 1. Understood or not, I don't know that. So clear? So if it is not clear, please go through this property which I had already done the video, dear students. So using this property we can prove this one above. So property says what? Integration 0 to 2a f of x dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of x dx plus integration 0 to a f of 2a minus x is equal to dx. So I have to prove this one. So already they had given the condition, dear students. Can you see the condition? If f of 2a minus x is equal to what? F of x. Then my answer should be what? Integration 2 into 0 to a f of x into dx. So वो क्या बोल रहा है, f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x हुआ तो ये आंसर आता है बोल रहे हो 2 into 0 to a f of x into dx. Clear? So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಉತ್ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. 2 into integration 0 to a f of x into dx. Clear? So now let us see how this will work. By using this property, I will prove this one. So if f of 2a minus x, if f of 2a minus x is equal to f of 1, so then you see here, then equation 1 reduces to see here. Then equation 1 reduces to what you see here. So integration 0 to 2a f of x into dx 0 to a f of x into dx plus 0 to a integration 0 to a f of 2a minus x. F of 2a minus x is how much? Can you see here? F of 2a minus x is equal to what? F of x. In place of this, I will write f of x. F of x into dx, dear students. Dx as it is, I wrote. So now how many are there? You see here. Integration 0 to a f of x into dx plus integration 0 to a f of x into dx. So if you add them, both are same or not? दोनों same ही है, ಎರಡು same ಇದೆ. So then you can add them. So how much you will get this? So both are same means 1 plus 1. It will become 2 integration 0 to a f of x into dx, dear students. Clear everyone? So understood? Here it is 0, dear students. Don't get confused. Understanding? Clear everyone now? I hope it is clear. So I hope you can see now. Understood? This is 0 to a f of x into dx. Clear? One proof is over. Can you see here? 2 into 0 to f of 0 to a f of x into dx. Hence proved, dear students. First is. So next one proof I have to do. If f of 2a minus x is equal to what? Minus f of x. So then my answer should be what? 0 I have to get. So how to get the 0 you see now? So again you see if f of 2a minus x is equal to how much? Minus f of x. If f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x, you see. So equation 1 reduces. I will substitute in equation 1 now. Then equation 1 reduces to what now? See here equation 1 what it is. I will write as it is now. So now try to understand here. Okay, here I can write integration 0 to 2a equation 1 I am writing f of x into dx is equal to 0 to a f of x into dx. Equation 1 I am writing this only plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x. F of 2a minus x is what? Minus f of x. So I will substitute that value in this equation 1. So what it will become? Minus f of x into dx. What I done, you understood? F of 2a minus x value is minus f of x. So I am substituting in equation 1, dear students. I hope it is clear for you. Understood? So now see what will happen. 0 to a f of x into dx plus into minus 0 to a f of x into dx. So you see this is a plus and this is minus. So both will get cancelled. So what you will get? 0, dear students. And what is required answer that I got here. I hope everyone understood. So this is the property says. Based on this property we will solve some few problems. So please copy this one. I hope you are understanding this one. If you are liking this video, please like and subscribe my channel. So each like will inspire me to do the next video, dear students. I hope you will support me and help me. So please copy this one. I hope all of you are copied. We will solve the problems based on that property. How they are asked, you see here. Evaluate integration 0 to 2 pi cos raised to 5x dx. This is cos raised to 5x dx. Don't get confused. Cos raised to 5x into dx. So how to solve this problem? By using the property. Please go through the property. Property, you know this one. Once again I will write here for your reminding. So what the property I had used just now. So now see here we have proved this one 0 to a f of x into dx. So this they are saying f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x, and this will be 0 if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus f of x. This is the property says, dear students. By using this property, let us work on this one. So now given term, I will call this as I first. I is equal to what first? Let us give the name for this. Integration 0 to 2 pi cos raised to 5x. So he has given this question. So how to solve? Very easily you can solve, dear student. Try to understand each and every step very clearly. So if you are not understanding anything, please comment me. So I will explain you once again where we are not understanding the concept, dear students. Don't worry about that. So now see here. First let us call this as f of x. This how this is looking, you know, 0 to 2a f of x dx. I will say this also 0 to 2a f of x. So 2a is nothing but 2 pi. Understood? A value is nothing but what? Pi here, dear students. Can you compare this 2a? A value is how much? Pi, no? So 0 to 2a f of x is what? Cos raised to 5x. So I will call f of x as what? Cos raised to 5x, dear students. F of x is what? Cos raised to 5x. Now let us work on this, whether f of 2a minus x will give f of x or what. If it is giving this one, then 100% I have to use this formula. If it is giving negative means my answer is what? 0. Got it? So now let us check. So f of 2a minus x. 2a is what? Can you see this, dear students? I will write here 2a minus x better. You will understand what is 2a. 0 to 2a, 0 to 2a. 2a value is what? 2 pi minus x. Minus x is as it is. So, can you see, dear students, very clearly observe this f of x cos raised to 5x. I can write like this, cos raised to 5. Will you agree or not? Understood? Cos x raised to 5 is nothing but cos raised to 5x. Cos x raised to 5 is nothing but cos raised to 5x, dear students. So in place of x, can you compare this? F of x, this is also f of x, you think. A B f of x, A B f of x ye manenge. You also know, I also know, but this is not x. Idu ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಇಲ್ಲ, x ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ 2 pi minus x. Don't get confusion. x का जगह में 2 pi minus x है. So just I will replace x by what now? See here how I am writing. Cos raised to x value is how much? 2 pi minus x. 2 pi minus x raised to 5, dear students. Now you see here 2 pi minus x. In which quadrant it will come? 2 pi minus x. In which quadrant it will come? Can you remember this? After school to college. After school to college means all the trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. In second quadrant, sine and cosine. Third is tan and cot. And fourth quadrant, cos and sec, dear students. And 2 pi means here it will come full one round. Correct? 2 pi minus x means 360 से कम 2 pi से कम होता है. यह 360 गिंतनु तेलगा बरता है, 2 pi गिंतनु तेलगा बरता है. माइनस x मीन्स इससे भी छोटा मतलब माइनस x का मतलब छोटा होता है. So then it is coming in what? Fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos is what? Positive or not? So positive I can write. Positive only. So positive you write or you may not write, doesn't matter. 360 means no change. No change means cos remains cos only, dear students, which you have learnt in first year. So cos remains cos only. Cos x raised to 5, dear students. Cos 2 pi minus x is cos x only raised to 5 as it is. So you take inside, it will become cos raised to 5x, and which is giving f of x only. Can you see? My f of x is what? Cos raised to 5x, no? Same answer I got. That means f of 2a minus x is giving f of x. F of 2a minus x is giving f of x. Will you agree? Then I have to use this property now. So now see, I is equal to what will happen? I is equal to, now see, 2 into 0 to a. A value is how much? A, that is pi. Pi I can write. 2a half is a. 2 pi half is pi only, dear students. Don't get confused. So f of x is what? I'm sorry. F of x is what here? Cos raised to 5x into dx, dear students. Will you agree, everyone? Is it clear? So now see, this I got. Again I will apply the property only once again. Once again I am applying this property only. So now what you will get? You see here. I will say this as what? F of x. F of x is what? Cos raised to 5x. Cos raised to 5x. So now see here. Here integration 0 to 2a. This is only integration 0 to 2a. 2a value is what? Pi, dear students. Don't get confused. 2a value is nothing but pi. So now I will use the property now. What you will get? You see. F of this one you know already, just now I told cos x raised to 5, I can write this. So now see, in the place of x, what will happen, you see. In place of 2a it is what? 2a value. In place of 2a value it is pi. Again I am applying this property. This is looking like 0 to 2a. 0 to 2a. 2a value is pi now, dear students. Pi minus x. Now you compare f of x or f of x. In place of x what it is? Pi minus x. So again apply the property cos pi minus x raised to 5. Cos 180 minus x. 180 से कम. Where it will come? 180 less means it will come in second quadrant. 180 से कम. 180 will come here, no? इससे भी कम मतलब where? इधर किंतनु कमी वाली बरता है. 180 किंतनु. So in second quadrant it will come. Second quadrant very important. Only sine and cosec are positive. Sine and cosec are positive. Cos is negative. So then I can write it as what? Negative here. Pi means no change, dear students. Pi here 2 pi no changes. Cos remains cos x raised to 5. So now minus cos x raised to 5 will give what? Odd number gives negative. So cos x raised to 5 means cos raised to 5x. And this is what? Minus 7 as is. Cos raised to 5x is what? Cos raised to 5x is f of x, dear students. Now can you see? F of 2a minus x is equal to what? Minus f of x. Then this property you can apply. Can you see here? F of 2a minus x is equal to what? Minus f of x. So my I value will become what? 0 or not? Therefore I is equal to what? 0. And this is our required answer, dear students. I hope it is clear, everyone. Understood, I think. So now I will erase this property because just for your understanding purpose I have written. Otherwise, if you want, you can keep it as it is only, no problem. So, but write up to here only, answer here to here. So no need of writing this all. Clear? Huh? So we'll see the next problem. Please copy this one. I hope all of you have copied. We'll see the next question, dear students. So if you are understanding, once again reminding, see, you are writing and you are watching the video but not liking my channel. So I am not asking anything from you. Just like, बहुत चाहिए तो एक comment कर लो अगर अच्छा लगे तो. So if you are not happy with this, don't like the channel and don't comment me. Okay? So if you are understanding then which is useful for you, see, one thing I can say, सबके लिए एक गुरु दक्षिणा रहता है. So हम भी गुरु दक्षिणा we are asking. So that is what, only like the channel and बहुत चाहिए तो एक comment कर लो. Understood? ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಗುರುದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಗುರುದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆದರೆ, ಬಹಳ ಆದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಒಂದು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೈಕಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು evaluate integration 0 to pi modulus of cos x into dx. And you know, I had speak more about the modulus. So while teaching you property number 3rd, can you remember, or I don't know. So where this will break, you know, so modulus. So you used to write, can you remember, modulus x is what? X is comma, x is greater than or equal to 0 minus x if x is less than or 0. This point how you are writing, you know, this is, you are writing like this. Can you remember the graph? You know, V. So here it used to come. Point. Please, I drawn not properly. So try to understand. It is like this. So here this sharp corner where it will come now. Their function is changing. Can you see here? 0 पर ही change हो रहा है. 0 दल्ले function change आता है. हीग बंतु हीग होइतो तो हीग बंतु हीग हो इधर. ऐसा आकर ऐसा गए और ऐसा आकर इधर ऐसा गए. So where the function changes, no, that point is called as what? That point is called as critical point, dear students. Critical. And this sharp corner only where the modulus is becoming sharp, no, that is called as, that point is in Hindi में हम बोलते हैं nokila, like sharp corner it will come, no nokila. So ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಚೂಪಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ critical point ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So now there only function will be breaked. Got it? So how to break now this one? Where this will become 0? If I put x is equal to 0 in this, modulus function will 0. Yes or no? There only the function will break. So now where cos from 0 to pi, they are saying what 0 to pi it is given. Where it will become 0? Cos, where it will become 0? You know that cos will become 0 at 90 degree. So that's why you can write it as what? First you give the name for this. I is equal to 0 to, where it will break? 0 to pi by 2. You know in first quadrant 0 to pi by 2 means what? 0 say pi by 2 means in first quadrant. First quadrant always cos is positive, dear students. So cos is what? Positive I can write. Now next up. Next where it will come? 90 to pi. 90 to pi means 90 is coming here and pi will come here. You know this one. So 90 to pi means in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative. So that's why minus cos x. Will you agree how to solve this sum? So integration of cos x, that is sin x. This is 90 and this is 0. Upper limit or lower limit you have to substitute here. So next term. Next is what? Integration of cos x, sin x, lower limit pi by 2 and upper limit is pi. Will you agree? So now substitute the values here. While substituting upper limit you have to substitute first sin 90 and second is what? While substituting lower limit you have to write minus sign. कब आप सेकेंड लोअर लिमिट डालते हैं ना तब माइनस लगाना, समझे? बिफोर सब्स्टिट्यूटिंग ಯಾವಾಗ ಲೋವರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರೆದು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ 0 ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೈನ್ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಯು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸೈನ್ ಪೈ minus lower limit you substitute sin pi by 2. Clear? So now what we will get here? Sin 90 is how much? 1. Sin 0 is 0 minus sin pi. Sin pi is 0 minus sin 90 is how much? 1, dear students. How much you will get, you see? 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Clear? So now how much you will get, see? Minus into minus plus, dear students. Minus into minus plus 1. 1 plus 1 is how much? I value is 2, dear students. And this is our required answer, my dear students. I hope it is clear. We'll see one more question. So please copy this one. I hope all of you have copied. Now let us see the next question, dear students. So evaluate integration 0 to pi x divided by a square into cos square x plus b square into sin square x into dx. Very most different question we can say, dear students, and most powerful sum also will many of the students will say this. So in whenever I will solve in the classes, no, many of the students told it's one of the tough sum. So they will say, but it is not actually difficult. It is different, dear students. I already told you maths is not easy. It's the easiest. It is not difficult. It is different, dear students. How it is different, you see here. So we'll solve easily. Please concentrate more on this sum, each and every step. So first I will give the name for this. I is equal to integration 0 to pi x divided by a square into cos square x plus b square into sin square x into dx. I will call this as only equation 1. So now you know that property number, Queen formula you know very well. So Queen formula says what? I will write here. Queen formula, can you have proved, dear students? What is Queen formula? Don't ask me. If you have not seen the video, please go and see the video of Queen formula, which is most important for in board exam. So integration f of 0 to a f of integration 0 to a f of x into dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. So this is the property which I am going to use now. It is looking like 0 to a, so f of x is there. I will apply this. So Queen formula says what? X is replaced by a minus x. X कहाँ है ना, उधर क्या लगाने का? A minus x. A तो दिए सो ही रहता है. X f of x Queen formula ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ x ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ a minus x ಹಾಕಬೇಕು, a ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So how to substitute you see here? I will say where x is there, no, you replace a minus x. A value is what? 0 to a, will say 0 to pi. A value is pi. Wherever x is there, no, there you replace by a minus x. A means what? A minus x. X is here. A minus x means pi minus x. Whole divided by a square into cos square. X is here. Pi minus x. So now b square sin square x. X is what? Pi minus x. Queen formula says that only. Will you agree? Everyone. So now see here. What will happen? So 0 to pi, pi minus x whole divided by a square. Pi minus x means in which quadrant it will come cos? It will come in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is what? Negative. But square is there, dear students. See here, cos pi minus x. You think this is coming in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is what? Negative. So pi means no change, cos x will get up. But you are forgetting square is there here. If you make square this, negative will become what? Positive. So that's why cos square x will get. I am saying like this. You can write like this, dear students. I am saying, don't get confused. Cos square x. This square if you take outside, no, it will look like this. This will look like this. Cos 180 minus x means minus cos x. And if you take square inside, so negative will become positive, dear students. Clear? Same only this also b square. 180 means no change, 100%. This will also become 180 minus x means second quadrant. Second quadrant sign is positive only. If you make square that, so sin square x will get. Will you agree? Equation number 2. Understood everyone now? So I will erase this side. Actually this was not required. Just for your understanding purpose I have written. So now see what will happen here. Very most important formula problem this is. Even it will help you in competitive also. In competitive also I have seen such type of sum. So please concentrate 1 plus 2. So equation 1 and 2 I am adding. Don't tell me 1 plus 2 is 3. अब मजाक करते हैं, मजाक नहीं है. 1 plus 2 मुझे आता नहीं क्या? 3. ನಾನು ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ 1 plus 2 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. So why I am saying you have to understand here. 1 plus 2 means I am not adding 1 plus 2 3. Equation 1 and 2 I am adding, dear students. So now see here. LHS will be added. I plus I 2I. So integration 0 to pi, same it is. I will write integration 0 to pi. So now can you see the denominator of 1 and 2? Both are same. You see here this and this. Both are having denominator same means numerator should be added, dear students. Numerator should be added. Numerators are what? X plus pi minus x. Numerator x plus pi minus x whole divided by a cos square x b square sin square x, dear students, into dx. Plus x or minus x get cancelled. Pi you take out. 2i is equal to pi is taken out. Integration 0 to pi. This pi is outside. What you are left with, you see here. 1 upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx, dear students. This is the remaining part. So now many of the students will stuck here. So then further what to do, sir? So now see here, what I will do for 2y is equal to see here, pi 0 to pi, I will divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. What I am doing, try to understand here, a square cos square plus b square sin square x into dx whole divided by cos square x. What I done, you understood? So I am dividing numerator and denominator by cos square x. So now what it will become, you see here, 2y is equal to pi 0 to pi 1 by cos square sec x square x. 1 by cos square is what? Sec square x. So cos square is dividing both. A square cos square by cos square. This cos square is dividing a square cos square also. B square sin square also. I am separating them. B square sin square x whole divided by cos square x into dx. So cos square get cancelled. So what you are remaining with, you see here, 2y is equal to pi into integration 0 to pi sec x square x into dx whole divided by a square is remaining here, b square. Now try to understand. Sin square by cos square is what? Sin by cos, tan. So square is there, tan square x will get. Everyone understood this one? Clear? Huh? So now what will happen? I will apply my property now. Property which I had solved now, just now. Yes or no? In the first property only I solved. Then we are solving the problem. So property you see here. What property says? F of x. F of x is what? Sec x square x. I will say this only f of x. A square plus b square. A square plus b square into tan square x. This is my f of x. So please copy this, dear students. Space is not there. I am sorry for that. So let us continue after copying this one. Fine. Please copy this. I hope all of you have copied. Now let us continue the answer, dear students. So f of x is there. So now what it will give, see here. I mean f of 2a minus x. Can you remember f of 2a minus x? So I am using the property, dear students, whether f of 2a minus x gives f of x or not. So f of 2a minus x. What is 2a? 0 to 2a. 2a is nothing but pi, dear students. Don't get confused. So f of pi minus x is equal to, now I will substitute. X is replaced by what? Pi minus x. Wherever x is there, you replace it. Sec x square pi minus x whole divided by a square plus b square tan square pi minus x. Where x is there, no? You have to replace that pi minus x, dear students. So now what will happen, you see. Sec 180 minus x, which will come in second quadrant. Which will come in what? Second quadrant, dear students. In second quadrant, sec is negative. You also know, I also know. But here square is there, dear students. If it is negative also, it will convert to what? Positive. So then our answer will come what? Sec x square x only. So that is what? Pi value. Pi means what? No change. Sec will remain sec only. Sec x square x, dear students. So whole divided by a square plus b square tan 180 minus x, again in second quadrant. 180 means no change and square will convert to what? Positive tan square x. So can you see f of 2a minus x? This is giving f of x or not? Same to same it is giving f of x. Then property says what? If f of 2a minus x is equal to f of x, then what I told? 2 into 0 to a f of x into dx. So now see here how to write. Therefore, 2y is equal to, you see, 2y pi is written as is into. So I will apply the formula now for this. So 2 into what it is told, 0 to a. A means what? 2a half a is or not? 2a half is a. Pi half is how much? 180 half is 90. So then pi half is pi by 2. I am applying formula, dear students. Don't think what sir is doing. Dear students, just now I have proved. Can you see this property? Once again I will write here. I told this only, no? 2 into 0 to a f of x into dx. If f of 2a minus x is f of x means we will use this one. If it is negative 0, I told or not? This only, I am using this property now. So above, because f of 2a minus x is giving f of x, 2 into 0 to a. 2a half is a or not? So pi half is how much? Pi half is pi by 2. Yes or no? F of x is what? I will write here. F of x is sec x square x whole divided by a square plus b square into tan square x dx. Clear? This property only I used. So that was not required now to write again. So because already we have proved this, for your understanding purpose I have written this. Clear? Somebody sabko? So now see here how to solve this one. This two will get cancelled. So I is equal to what you are remaining with? Pi into 0 to 90. Pi by 2 means 90 only. Sec x square divided by a square plus b square into tan square x dx, dear students. Clear everyone? So now further how to solve. Here many of you will stuck. Clear? So please copy this. So I will erase this side. Clear? So because the space is not there, again I will stop. Again I will make you to write this one. So better now only you copy this. I will continue this one. So please copy this. I hope all of you have copied. Now let us continue the answer. So many of the students after coming here, they will stuck here, dear students. So now how to solve, you know, put t is equal to b tan x, dear students. So I am putting what? T is equal to b tan x. So whenever in integration something if you are putting, so then I have to take the derivative, you know that we will take the derivative. Yes. So now differentiate with respect to x, dt by dx, b into sec tan x derivative, sec x square x. Yes, b you take down, dt by b, sec x square x into dx. Dx I am cross multiplying, b I am taking down. dt by b, sec x square into dx. dx cross multiplied. Clear up? So now as I will check the intervals also now. As lower limit is what? X equal to 0 now. As x equal to 0, t value will become what? If x value is 0, t value will become what? So in this we will substitute. T value will become what? You see, b into tan x. X value is what? 0. So tan x you will write. X value what you have taken? Lower limit. We are checking whether the interval changes or not, dear students. So now tan 0 is 0, 0 into b is t value will become 0, dear students. So now upper limit also you check, pi by 2. As x is equal to pi by 2, t value will become what you see? b into tan 90. Tan 90 is what? Infinite, dear students. It is infinite. Tan 90 is what? Not defined, dear students. Clear up? Tan 90 is what? Not defined. So now you substitute these values in the given equation. I is equal to pi into 0 to in place of 0 what it has become? 0 only, no? So pi by 2 has become what? Pi by 2 has become infinite. each and every term you have to concentrate. Sec x square into dx. Sec x square into dx is what? dt by b. So that b is taken here down. Can you see? dt by b is taken outside, dear students. Whole divided by a square plus b square tan square means see, if I square this t is equal to b into tan x, b square tan square you will get or not? T square. So b square tan square is nothing but t square, dear students. Everyone, is it clear? Understood how to write this one? I hope everyone are understood this. Now see, so who will say the formula 1 upon a square plus x square? Can you remember this? Integration of 1 upon a square plus x square dx is that is 1 by a tan inverse x by a, dear students. This is the formula which you have learnt in 7.4 exercise, dear students. This is the property or formula, we can say this one. Property or formula, we can say this. So this one formula I will apply now. Just in place of x, t is there, dear students. So now what will happen now? I is equal to pi by b. So 1 by a. A is what? A only. So 1 by a tan inverse x by a. X by a means what? X is t, a is a, and this is the definite, plus c will not come. Why? Because intervals are there, upper limit and lower limit. So when upper limit or lower limit will be there, no? So that time you should not apply plus c. Only indefinite integral will be having plus c. So now substitute here. So how much it is? Infinite and 0 in this. So what will happen? You see, pi into 1 is pi, a into b is ab. Now see, tan inverse infinite by a minus tan inverse 0 by a. So upper limit you have to substitute in t value and lower limit. While putting lower limit, minus sign should be written. So now see, how much you will get this? This will become tan inverse infinite by a. A is what? Infinite. So tan inverse a by 0 is what? 0 by a is 0. Will you agree? 0 by a is what? 0. So I will erase this one formula. So tan inverse, that was not required for your understanding purpose. I am writing that. So pi by ab, tan inverse infinite means what? 90 degree. Tan inverse infinite means that will become in 90 degree only, dear students, infinite. Tan inverse 0, when it will become tan inverse 0? So it will be becoming in 0 only. So now how much you will get? Pi into pi by 2 minus 0 is pi by 2. Pi into pi square. 2 into ab, 2ab, dear students. This much big sum it is. Not difficult, it is different, I am saying. Understood? Difficult or different is different. Yes, no? So I hope most probably you have understood this problem. So if you are liking this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Each like will inspire me to do the next video, dear students. I hope you will support and help me. So we'll meet you in my next class. तब तक लगे रहो मैथ्स के साथ. Thank you, dear students. Please copy this one.